Hello, on to week 24 matches in the Premier League season. But first, have a look back on what happened last week's week 23. Had Watford and Tottenham in a 0-0 draw. 16 to 15 shots for Tottenham, 5 to 2 on target as well. Troy Deeney had a penalty kick saved by Gazina as Watford got denied the victory. Brighton and Astonvilla shared a 1-1 draw, with Tozard in the 38th minute for Brighton and Grealish in the 75th minute for Aston Villa. 10 to 8 shots for Brighton, 3 to 2 on target for Aston Villa. Manchester City and Crystal Palace shared a surprising 2-2 draw, with Tozard opened the scoring for Crystal Palace in the 39th minute. Manchester City thought they had turned it around for a victory, with Aguero scoring a brace in the 82nd and 87th minute before Fernandinho managed to get an own goal in the 90th minute, so Palace managed to get something out of the game in the end anyway. 25 to 5 shots for Manchester City, as well as 6 to 3 on target too. West Ham and Everton was a 1-1 draw, with Diop in the 40th minute for West Ham. 4 minutes later, Everton with Calvin Lewin got themselves a draw as well too. 12 to 11 shots for West Ham, 6 to 3 on target for West Ham as well. Arsenal and Sheffield United also was a drawn match. Hello, Jamie Mitz, video 19. How you doing? Quite a few draw matches there this week, with Martinelli in the 45th minute for Arsenal and Fleck in the 83rd minute for Sheffield United. 12 to 11 shots for Sheffield United, as well as 4 each on target. Norwich and Bournemouth was a 1-0 win for Norwich, with Pukki scoring a goal in the 33rd minute from the penalty spots after Steve Cook was red carded for Bournemouth in the 31st minute. Godfrey for Norwich also got sent off as well too in the 76th minute. Yeah, I'm pretty good there, just reviewing what happened in the last lot of matches before we get to this lot of matches. 16 to 6 shots for Norwich, 5 to 3 on target too. Wolves ended up winning 3 goals to 2 over Southampton. Southampton had a 2-0 lead in that match, with Birdneck in the 15th minute and Shane Long in the 35th, before Wolves had Neto in the 53rd and Jimenez 65th and 76th minute goals to end up winning the match. My team Chelsea lost to Newcastle 1-0 in the final 30 seconds of the match. 94th minute, Isaac Hayden from a corner kick in a match that we dominated there, but not good. 19 to 7 shots for Chelsea, 4 to 2 on target, 70% possession as well too, but nothing for it. Burnley defeated Leicester 2 goals to 1, with Harvey Barnes in the 33rd minute for Leicester, before Chris Wood, the New Zealander, and the 56th minute for Burnley, and then Westwood in the 79th minute. 18 to 8 shots for Leicester, 8 to 5 on target too. And the final match was a 2-0 victory for Liverpool over Manchester United, with Van Dijk in the 14th minute and Mohamed Salah in the 93rd minute, as they just keep on winning there. 16 to 9 shots for Liverpool, 5 to 4 on target too. And how I got on with all those matches there, pretty terrible, quite a few surprising results. I only managed to get 2 correct out of 10 games, and they included Arsenal against Sheffield United also getting correct score 2, and Liverpool's victory over Manchester United. But Watford Tottenham got that one, went for a draw, and I went for a Watford win, sorry, and said it was a draw. The likes of Aston Villa beating Brighton, another draw there. Went for Manchester City to beat Crystal Palace, but surprisingly that was a draw as well too. I went for a draw between Norwich and Bournemouth, and that turned out to be one of the few games that wasn't a draw. I went for a draw between Southampton and Wolves. Also, one of the few games that turned out not to be a draw. Went for Everton to beat West Ham. That was a draw. I went for Leicester to beat Burnley. Burnley pulled out the victory there. And went for my team Chelsea to win as well too. So quite a few that could have done better on the week before. That's pretty amazing, getting 8 tweets. So that's how it goes sometimes. Okay, so now we're on to week 24 matches there. Go over the head-to-head records and then give you the odds for the games and my score predictions. So feel free to join in on the chat there as well too. So we got Bournemouth against Brighton. 43 victories for Bournemouth, 39 victories for Brighton, and 29 draws. Last 5 has seen 2 wins each and a draw. Odds for this match, 288 for Bournemouth, 330 for the draw, 240 for Brighton. On the table at the moment, Bournemouth are struggling indeed, in 19th place with 4 defeats in a row and a draw in their past 5 matches. So 3 points adrift of safety. So could Bournemouth go down there this season? Well, for Brighton, they sit in the 15th spots. 1 victory, 2 draws, 2 defeats in their past 5 matches. And for this game here, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Next up, got Astonvilla against Watford. 8 wins for Watford, 7 wins for Astonvilla, and 5 draws. Last 3 Watford have won in this particular fixture. 288 for Astonvilla, 340 for the draw, 240 for Watford are the odds there. And on the table currently, Astonvilla in the relegation zone in 18th with 2 wins, 2 defeats, and a draw in their past 5 matches. Watford just a point above them and 17th currently safe with 3 wins and 2 draws, undefeated under Nigel Pearson in recent matches there. Absolutely fantastic with their new manager coming in. So that's the one I'm going to go for in this game here. I'm going to go for a Watford 2-1 victory. Next up, got Crystal Palace against Southampton. 46 wins for Southampton, 39 wins for Crystal Palace, and 24 draws. Southampton unbeaten 5 of the last 6 games with 3 wins and 2 draws. Odds for this match, 288 for Crystal Palace, 310 for the draw, 250 for Southampton. So very tight, close game on the odds anyway. On the table for Crystal Palace, they find themselves in the 9th spot with 4 draws in a row and a victory. For Southampton, they are currently in 13th with 3 wins and a draw, as well as a defeat in their past 5 matches. And for this game here, I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Next up, got Sheffield United against Manchester City. 50 wins for Manchester City, 38 wins for Sheffield, and 34 draws. Manchester City unbeaten in 5 of the last 6 games with 3 wins and 2 draws. Odds for this match, $8 for Sheffield, $5 for the draw, $1.33 for Manchester City. On the table, Sheffield are currently sitting in 7th spots. 2 draws, 2 losses, and a win in their past 5 matches. While for Manchester City, they got themselves 3 victories, a draw, and a defeat in their past 5 games there. I think it's going to be quite a tough game there. Sheffield United, a tough side to beat with just 6 defeats out of their 23 games there this season. Only 1 more than what Manchester City have suffered. But I do think they're going to bounce back after drawing their last match there with a narrow victory. Going to go for a 2-1 scoreline. Next up, got Everton against Newcastle. 74 wins for Everton, 66 wins for Newcastle, and 35 draws. Everton unbeaten 7 of the last 8 games with 6 wins and a draw. Odds for this match, $1.50 for Everton, $4 for the draw, $6.50 for Newcastle. On the table, Everton in 11th spots with 3 wins and a draw in the past 5 matches. While for Newcastle, 12 spots, a win and a draw, as well as 3 defeats in the past 5 games. So Everton at home should be able to get the victory here. Going to go for a 2-0 scoreline. Next up, got my team Chelsea taking on Arsenal. 65 wins for Chelsea, 77 wins for Arsenal, 57 draws. Chelsea have won 3 of the past 4 matches against the Gunners. Odds for this match, $1.72 for Chelsea, $3.75 for the draw, $4.50 for Arsenal. On the table, Chelsea in 4th spots, 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw in the past 5 matches. Well, for Arsenal there, they still in the 10th spots with 1 win, 3 draws, and a defeat in their past 5 games there. And of course, got to go for my team Chelsea to get the victory. Let's get back to winning ways there. Bit of inconsistency, but fortunately for us, the other top side's been suffering there this week. So still got a 5-point gap over Manchester United in the 5th spot. Going to go for a 3-1 victory for Chelsea. Next up, got Leicester against West Ham. 52 wins for West Ham, 48 wins for Leicester, and 33 draws. Leicester unbeaten in 10 of the last 11 matches, with 6 wins and 4 draws. Odds for this game, $1.50 for Leicester, $4 for the draw, $5.50 for West Ham. On the table, Leicester currently in 3rd spot with 2 wins and 3 defeats in the past 5 matches. While for West Ham, they're currently in 16th with 1 win, 1 draw, and 3 defeats in the past 5 games for themselves. So Leicester have suffered a few surprising losses there recently. Lost against Burnley, lost against Southampton. So don't really want to roll out a loss against West Ham here. So that's the way I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for a 1-0 victory for West Ham. Next game, got Tottenham against Norwich. 31 victories for Tottenham, 23 wins for Norwich, and 18 draws. Tottenham unbeaten in 5 of the last 6 games, with 3 wins and 2 draws. Odds for this match, $1.36 for Tottenham, $4.50 for the draw, $7 for Norwich. On the table, Tottenham in 8th spots with 2 defeats and 2 draws in their past 4 games. A win before that, but quite a bit of bad form recently there for Tottenham, and also with a few injuries is quite concerning. And for Norwich, they're currently in their last spots, 2 losses, 2 draws, but a victory in their last game there. They are 6 points adrift of safety, so they need quite a few points to try and stay up there this season. And I do think they are going to go down there this season, but let's see if they prove me wrong. But for this game, Tottenham definitely need to win this game. The other last game they played against Norwich ended in a 2-2 draw at Norwich's place. But at home, against the worst team in the Premier League, they got to win. Going to go for a 2-0 victory for Tottenham. Next up, got Manchester United against Burnley. 62 wins for Manchester United, 44 wins for Burnley, and 23 draws. Manchester United unbeaten in the last 10 games against Burnley, with 6 wins and 4 draws, and just the 1 loss in the past 27 games against Burnley as well too. So odds for this game, Manchester United heavy favourites at $1.33, $4.50 for the draw, $8 for Burnley. And on the table, Manchester United currently sit in 5th spots, 3 wins and 2 defeats in the past 5 games. While for Burnley in 14th, 4 defeats in a row before winning the last game. So Manchester United against Burnley is one of the most dominant fixtures. Going to go for a 3-0 victory for Manchester United. And last up, we've got Wolves against Liverpool. 52 wins for Liverpool, 36 wins for Wolves, and 17 draws. Last 5 games has seen 3 wins for Liverpool and 2 for Wolves. Odds for this match, 5.50 for Wolves, 3.75 for the draw, $1.53 for Liverpool. On the table, Wolves in 6 spots with 2 wins, 2 defeats, and a draw in their past 5 games. Well, for Liverpool, have won a number of matches in a row now. Got 21 victories and a draw in their 22 games they have played this season. Got a 16 points lead over Manchester City in the second spot. They've won the league before Christmas, according to me, anyway, and even more so confirmed it due to recent matches. Get some tough opposition, the likes of Tottenham and Manchester United, and things survive in a difficult festive season. And it's another tough match here for Liverpool, but you can't really rule against them after they also got 7 clean sheets in a row. So going to go for Liverpool to win again, but just hopefully they slip up there this season and don't go undefeatedly at least. Going to go for a 2-0 victory for Liverpool to conclude this week's matches, week 24 in the Premier League season. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and comment below on your thoughts and predictions for this week's matches in the Premier League season. And anything else you want to discuss about what happened in last week's matches with Norwich crucial victory, can they survive the drop here this season? Who's going to make the Champions League spots? I would say who's going to win the title, but we all know who's going to win now. 99% chance for Liverpool, according to some old prediction things there. And how well will my Chelsea team do the other season? Feel free to put all that and anything else you want to discuss in the comment section below. I do reply to every single comment, so very much appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video.